So, and what I do, I have a heating pad, so I can use that to sort of like, loosen things up when I need to, and I always ice after I walk, because that, first of all, just feels good, and secondly, it's just it's a good thing. You know, kind of lessens the pain a little bit, and I find that when I sleep, when I put like pillows under my legs, I wake up in a lot less pain in the morning. I know that kind of sounds like totally obvious, but there are some nights when it just wasn't, I just didn't get comfortable doing that, and I'll remove the pillow from my head actually, because so your back is straight, and then you're in a neutral spine position when you have your legs up on the pillows. So low battery again. I don't know if this is just me in particular. I've gotten I get very antsy. I have a lot of, unexpended energy, and, I have trouble at night sleeping. I've also been like diagnosed with restless leg syndrome, so I don't know if that's also a factor, but I just find that I like my legs they won't stop moving, and I was a little concerned about that, as far as like what if I'm asleep and I do something to my back, because my legs just have to keep like moving. It's weird, but I know some people mentioned that was something that they were going through, because you can't really do that much. You're just sort of walking slowly a couple times a day. I played a lot of sports when I was a kid, so, and even up until I had the surgery. So, not being able to do stuff, and especially in the gym too. So not being able to do stuff, there's just so much unexpended energy that I have, and my legs just they just won't stop moving. So, anyway, I don't really have a solution for that. I think it's just, hopefully you get better and you can be more active. The physical therapy, I think, helps, being able to stretch and stuff. I would love to stretch the tops of my thighs, but I don't know if that's doable at the moment. I feel like if I could do that, that would be fantastic, because it would just release a lot of tension in there. But maybe I'll ask about that in physical therapy on Monday. But I also asked about arm exercises, and this is actually one of the reasons that I hurt myself recently. It's because I was trying to do arm exercises, and I just did them wrong, I guess. I put my hands over my head, and I was told the general rule is you always want to be able to see your hands, and obviously that sounds like a no-brainer, but I thought I remember being told that I could do that. So they gave me bands that I could just pull down if I want to work the backs of my arms, and just sort of like arm curls like that was totally fine. And I was told I could lean and kind of go like that to work the backs of my arms, but that was actually kind of painful. Leaning forward at the waist puts a lot of pressure on my back. I can't really like lean over the sink. It's kind of gross, but I kind of have to use a cup so that I'm not like leaning over the sink, because every time I feel it right away. So it kind of makes sense that exercise didn't really work out. And what else? I was told like not to do anything above my head or anything like that. That's just not a good idea. So if you're thinking about doing it, that's what I learned from physical therapy. Some mornings, when I wake up, I feel awesome. I feel like zero pain, and I'm like ready to go. Some mornings I'm in pain, and I think that has to do with whether I toss and turn and stuff like that. I'm just one of those people that just has a lot of trouble sleeping. So, you know, it's always a kind of a gift when I when I wake up in the morning and I feel great. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update as far as, like, you know, where I am. It's every day is different. It's you know, and actually the way that people were talking about the surgery and their recovery, and what I was reading about it, I was those 2 days where I felt like, oh, I don't like really feel any pain. I was sort of expecting to feel that like a week after the surgery. So, just so you know, it can be a long process. And you know, before the surgery, I was told that my chair is squeaking. I was told that 10 to 12 weeks, I should be able to pretty much do whatever I wanted, and that I would have full license to just do sports and go to the gym and whatever, and that has absolutely not been the case at all. Some of my friends like laugh at me when I like joke about like I got caught in the rain like a couple weeks ago in like, you know, my work outfit, and I couldn't run anywhere. I basically had to just get caught in the pouring rain. So there's no running or anything like that. I'm hoping within the next few months that'll change. I'm certainly not going to run, but I would like to really. I've been doing the elliptical a couple times, but I like to do it on a regular basis because I'm so much rather do that than walk. But I don't do this action. I just hold the bar in front and do it very, very slowly. So that's kind of how I got myself into trouble in the first place. So, you know, I guess you can do things. It's not that it's not that you can't do things, but you're in a lot of pain. I shouldn't say you, but I was in a lot of pain, depending on how well you recover from the surgery. Again, I had a disc herniation for a little over 3 years. So my experience recovering is going to be a lot different than somebody else's. So, you know, but I'm also willing to bet that spinal surgery isn't something that you just have jumped into. You know, you probably did physical therapy and you know, had the steroid injections and muscle relaxers and all kinds of stuff. And that kind of like, oh, should I get spinal surgery? So I'm willing to bet that most people have waited at least 6 months to a year. You know, so you can do things, but it is painful. You can sit in a car, but, you know, the next few days you're like, why did I do that? You know? So that at like 8 to 10 weeks, that's a little difficult, or it was for me at least. Now I'm at 4 months. I'll be at 4 months on Wednesday. I can get in the car and, you know, drive 40 minutes and hang out with friends, and it's okay. After a while, I start to feel it, and I can't, you know, be doing that like all weekend, and I just again sort of irritated it. So, I don't know. I think I'm just a little. Right now, it's just a little weird because I'm, you know, I was doing really great for a little while there, and but again, you know, you just have to take it week by week. Hopefully, within the next few days, with some rest, I'll start to be feeling like I was last week when I didn't have to take any medicine. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll update again. Hopefully, at that point, I'll be feeling a lot better. And you know, I hope that helps. You know, I don't mean to like, you know, I hope that this is useful information. I don't want anybody to think that, I always said that, you know, if I was aware of how long this was going to take, that I might have not been freaking out, you know, a few months ago, like, why am I not feeling better? And actually turns out that this is a pretty common experience, and I'm still very, very early in my recovery. you know, this recovery takes about a year. And the way that it was presented to me was like, this is going to take like a few months. It's not really been the case. So I just kind of want to put it out there so that you're not feeling like, you know, you need to be much further along in your recovery process. You know, if you think something's, you know, really wrong, then I would, you know, make an appointment and see your surgeon. And, you know, get things checked out. But, yeah, on a day-to-day basis, it's kind of, you know, you push it, and then it hurts a little bit, you back off, you feel great, and then you're, you know, it's kind of like 2 steps forward and 1 step back, which is exactly what the nurse practitioner told me. So, anyway, that's it. Hopefully I will update again in a few months, and I'll let you all know how I'm doing. So, see you later.